Yes, fight fans, this is Body and Mind Sports. Welcome, you are fully appreciated if you are here for another session of boxing talk. And this time round it's all about Terence Bud Crawford and Gennadiy Golovkin, also known as Triple G. And it's been rumored that Gennadiy Golovkin and Terence Bud Crawford would be facing each other. Very surprising to me, to say the least. Surprising. Well, I'll get into that soon. But Gennadiy Golovkin, 42 wins, 37 by knockouts, 2 losses and 1 draw. So the reason why I say it's a very surprising matchup is because Gennadiy Golovkin has actually been an inactive fighter since his unanimous decision loss to Saul Canelo Alvarez in 2022. And, you know, in that fight, registered a very lackluster performance on the side of both fighters, especially Gennadiy Golovkin, who was 40 years old at the time and fighting at 168, a higher weight class, much, one weight class heavier than what he's used to. So he didn't do too well in that fight. And he was a shell of himself, a shell of the man who actually, fought Canelo Alvarez in 2017, their first fight, to a controversial draw. I say controversial because so close was the fight that a huge number of fans actually thought that Gennadiy Golovkin won that fight. Anyway, in any case, Gennadiy Golovkin was able to face Canelo Alvarez again a year later in 2018. And in that fight, Gennadiy Golovkin lost via majority decision. However, I must say that Gennadiy Golovkin since then has been showing signs of steady decline. Although, however, he has accumulated some wins along the way. First win was against Steve Rose by KO in the 4th round. Then he went on to beat Sergey Derevyanchenko by unanimous decision in a very, very tough fight. I thought Derevyanchenko put up such a fight, such a hard-earned fight, but I thought Derevyanchenko won that fight against Gennadiy Golovkin. Although Golovkin was given the unanimous decision, still Gennadiy Golovkin went on from there to face Karim Zamata, who he made quit in the 7th round on his own stool in his own corner. From there, he then went on to face Ryoto Murata. He faced and TKO'd Ryoto Murata in the 9th round to gain, I believe, the WBA belt or the WBO. Don't quote me on that, but it's one or the other. So you might say a win is a win. KO there, KO here, unanimous decision there. However, I must say that none of those wins were it a situation where you were not expecting Golovkin to come out the victor. Even in that Derevyanchenko fight, which I thought he lost, I thought that Golovkin of old would have dispatched of Derevyanchenko, despite Derevyanchenko himself being quite a durable fighter, very strong, likes to come forward, has good skills of his own, and is very effective with those skills, but however still very limited. So begs the question, so what does Golovkin, who is now 42 years old, got to bring into the ring that would cause Terence Crawford some problems, or i.e. prepare him for his fight against Canelo Alvarez? And in that I would say power, size and his strength. Plus he possesses very good fundamentals, It's not easy to have Golovkin fall and set up for traps, you know. So with those factors, if you look at those factors, it makes for a very good matchup for Terence Bud Crawford, seeing as he's to face Golovkin not at 154, but at 160 or 168. Brilliant matchup in that case, because Golovkin is not too it's not too much of the fighter that he was, that everybody will be thinking that he's about to upset the situation that you know, we all want to happen, which is the Canelo Alvarez fight and Terence Bud Crawford. But he is good enough to at least have fans, you know, be able to see how Terence Bud Crawford will fare against a bigger, tougher opponent, you know. So yeah, it will be good preparation for Terence Bud Crawford. So they are expected to fight in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia towards the end of this year or early next year, 2025. Other notable names on that card, also Shakur Stevenson, who is set to face Joe Cordia on the same card as Terence Bud Crawford. But I must stress, this is only a rumor for the moment, and no deal has actually been made yet. Just like the Virgil Ortiz fight that was set to happen between him and Terence Bud Crawford, just like the William Zepeda fight that was set to happen between Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda. However, if this fight is set to happen at the time which I have told you it will happen, end of this year or the beginning of January, which also coincidentally happens to match up with the same time period that was set for the Virgil and Terence Crawford fight and William Zepeda and Shakur Stevenson. So we just have to keep our eyes open, keep looking in that direction, keep our ears open and see what transpires, because for now it's all just rumors and we don't actually know what is actually going to happen. But I will keep you updated, so keep watching us on Body and Mind Sports, and I'll see you on the next Boxing Talk. For now though, stay very blessed.